Alright, this hand is keepable. We will keep this hand. See how it goes. Our only black source is this Elves of Deep Shadow, and our opponent put us on the play, looks like. Yeah, alright, cool. We don't have, like, graveyard shenanigans that make dredging Golgari Brown scale profitable, so I think I might just attack with the elves. Because taking the 1 damage and playing it on turn 2 doesn't seem to be, like, a huge deal. Except for, like, maybe allowing us to hold up Last Gasp. Demir Infiltrator. I think I'd kill that. Brick Wall's my team. It's not like the greatest use of premium removal, but we do have more in the deck somewhere. So sure. Svagthos the Restless Tomb, you say? Alright, I'll attack with elves. It's unlikely that our opponent blocks. I should probably be playing out these white sources because I have Conclave Equinaut. And Conclave Equinaut requires double white. Joke's on you. I just don't have any other creatures in this deck. Joke's on me too, I guess. What you doing? Disembowel. Okay. I'm just fine with that. I think I dredge. I guess it depends on what my opponent does. If they play like the 4/4 that untaps a permanent, then yeah. Then I think I draw normally. Sky Sweeper. That's a card, I guess. Kills a Roofstalker white. One way or another. Don't really need the Elves of Deep Shadow for mana. I would like to have the Elvish Sky Sweeper around. Okay, Disembowel works. If our opponent sinks 4 mana into making the Tidewater minion lose defender, then I think we definitely disembowel it. If not, then we don't. I swear we have better draws than this. I think I hold on to the land. Consult the Necrosages does make people discard 2. Can't make me discard 2. Yeah, I'm not bothered by Dimir Infiltrator as much right now. Twisted Justice is a draw. If I draw a blue source, which means that I'm not going to be dredging Golgari Brownscale for a while, if I draw a blue source, I do want to disembowel like the Dimir Infiltrator so I can draw 4 with off the Tideward Dominion. Rootkin Ally was a draw. Didn't mean to tap out of every other color. Counterspell? Induce Paranoia, yep. That mills a lot. Fortunately, no blue sources. Unfortunately, Recollect. Still only attacking with the Dimir Infiltrator, which is interesting. Maybe they have another Induce Paranoia? Every time I draw like a land, I get kind of frustrated. But like, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the graveyard now. So Svagthos is actually pretty big. Okay, our opponent did not have another Induced Paranoia. Great. Blue source. You're not a blue source. Could attack with my Svagthos, I guess. If my opponent has a disembowel, it would be unfortunate. I'm not really worried about this particular race, though, because dredging Golgari Brownscale once just gets me ahead. My opponent, however, appears to be worried about this race. Add it. Alright, well, I don't think this is actually getting any better. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 out of 20 mana sources are in our graveyard. And 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Statistically, we're more likely to draw something worthwhile than dredging Golgari Brown Scale. So I can see attacking with Svogthos though. See? We drew something worthwhile. Also gives us a creature to sacrifice to Elder Skysweeper, which is great. Yes. Yeah, swamp. Place that swamp. Opponent might disembowel the Svogthos. Did not appear to. I wouldn't be surprised if I see Terrarian get sacrificed here. Because it cycles. Incidentally, Terrarian is a mana ability. The 2 is a mana ability, which I don't know if that's relevant. Oh, white mana. They haven't drawn yet. Which means that they have something to do? Gross. Oh, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna mill me a bunch. Psychic Drain, yeah. For 11. Which doesn't make sense, because now they're probably just dead. They see my entire deck, though? Wait. No, they're not just dead. 1, 2... Because they gain like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, they're not dead. Because Svogthos becomes a 9/9. Yeah. So, Psychic Drain, worth noting. I think I'd like another Guardian. Over something, I don't know what yet. Well, I guess we just didn't see a lot of our top end, did we? I'm fine running it back. I could see setting out like a Selesnya Signet, maybe. I will be on the play, yeah. I'll keep this. It's got a blue source. It's got a 1-drop. We can cast Scatter the Seeds eventually. Probably gonna draw terribly, but 1-drops are good. And I mean, our opponent's deck was not particularly fast. So something like Twisted Justice might be very good. Alright, Scatter the Seeds, called it. Would like to draw either like a Selesnya Signet, something like that. Something that allows me to cast my double green spell and my white spell. I'd also not be opposed to a bounce land, although that one's a little bit iffy. Cracking the Trine? Nope. Lore Broker. Alright. Lore Broker is kind of awkward for us because it loots for our opponent and mills us. I guess I could discard Golgari Brown Scale because I can't particularly play it very well. And it's probably the worst card in my hand right now. I would like to draw into a Disembowel or something. Or just, you know, more creatures. If I play the brown scale, can I cast Scatter the Seeds? No. So I think I just hold up Scatter the Seeds. Ooh, double Scatter the Seeds. That card's... that's good. Casting Guardian of the Vitu-Ghazi seems also very good. Could have cast Scatter the Seeds at end of turn, I suppose. If it gets countered, I'm not, like, devastated, I guess. Does mill 5. Yeah, I should have probably main phased this. We know our opponent has counter spells like that. Perplex. No, I think I'll keep my hand. Alright, I do want to play this Guardian of the Vitu-Ghazi. So I will play my Saprolings. Awkwardly, we're not putting a lot of pressure on our opponent, so Mark of Eviction, gross. So they're not really, oh, well. They're not really induced to tap out. Could have played the Dimir Signet, but I do want something to discard to the Lore Broker. I'm going to attack with the Saproling because if they block, then they lose their Mark of Eviction, which I suppose is something you want against a Guardian of the Vitu-Ghazi. Again, soup's awkward. Opponent did not activate Lore Broker. Yep. Not attacking with Dimir Infiltrator. Chump blocking with Dimir Infiltrator? Okay. Ooh, chump blocking with Lore Broker. Cool. I can't counter this. That's fine. I'll just play Guardian next turn. And it's better for me that they counter Ravnica ally, huh? Yep. Oh, I didn't count my mana. Probably should have. I could play Twisted Justice, sacrificing my own Sky Sweeper if I wanted. Or targeting myself to get rid of the dude guy. See, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could play Dimir Signet. And then I'd have 8 mana? Yeah, that's fine. And then I'd be able to cast Disembowel and Twisted Justice, probably. Another bounce spell. That would be sad. Yeah. Clutch of the Undercity. Basically, what's going on right now is our opponent is stalling until they can Psychic Drain me for enough mana. Mark of Eviction. I could disembowel my own sap. Like... See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kind of want to do that. Get rid of the Mark of Eviction. Oh, it's so bad. Alright. No Induced Paranoia, please. Alright, got there. Why are you still lit up? One, two, three. Cycling Dimir Infiltrator to get Twisted Psychic Drain, probably. That's what I usually do with it. Yeah. 17 cards. Siege Worm. That card's good. My opponent has the option of trump blocking, which they did not take. Cool. Psychic Drain hits for 7 this turn. These green outlines are super annoying. BTW. Attacking with the Sapperling, because if my opponent wants to block it, that's just fine. Means that, like, getting in for more damage, etc., etc. Pretty marginal, I guess, but when my opponent's got gain X in their hand, I think it's something I want to do. At this point, they probably sacrifice their white. Alright. Cool. To just have me draw an extra card. So they have to play something. Otherwise, they're dead to Guardian and Siege Worm and Svogthos. They can Psychic Drain me now. However, that risks dying to Svogthos, doesn't it? Let's see, what do I have for creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're dead to Svogthos. Sweet. Svogthos, real good. Could see siding in, like, just more creatures that attack. Sadistic Augur Mage. Mortipede. Sandsword doesn't seem particularly good. Carrion Howler, I suppose. We're gonna do this. We're siding in 2 extra cards. I wonder if our opponent notices. Yeah, this is a keepable hand. Double Disembowel, Brown Scale, Scatter. Our opponent put us on the play again, which is fine. They mulled to 6, which doesn't do a lot. I could see us losing if we draw a bunch of white cards, but as it sits, we're doing okay for ourselves. Okay, double Scatter the Seeds is cool. Probably could have played Swamp. I think I just main phase this, scatter the seeds. Next turn. Our opponent might be on the aggro plan. They only have 7 minutes left on their clock. I guess... So, like, if they jump Roofstalker White, that gives us an opening to play the scatter. No, they're playing a spell. Dimir Infiltrator. Okay. Double Disembowel says I don't really care about your 2-drops. Dimir Aqueduct I think was a good draw. So was Selesnya Signet. So I'm gonna disembowel the Dimir Infiltrator so I can start attacking. Can't forget to play my land. Can't forget to play my land. Can't forget to play my land. I'll take 2. It's fine. Attack for 5. I might just start dredging Golgari Brown Scale. Seems like a bad, sketchy play. Opponent does not seem to have a lot going on. Sure. My opponent attacks, I'll scatter the seeds and block. Okay. Fair. Oop, tapped one too many. Still have double white spells in my deck. When I could, no blocks, huh? When I could Psychic Drain for 5, maybe, if they have a land. Puts them dead to maybe just swag those. Drift getting what? Perplex. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe they were seeing if they had anything else that they could get with it. I mean, Drift was probably their best draw. Anyway. Alright, we got there. We aggroed out the mill player with our multiple scatter the seeds draw. See you guys in round 2.